What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get back into gold, silver, and the crypto market. Crypto market still making its run. It's looking good. All right, you guys should be thinking about buying gold and silver. Right now is a good time. I wish I could explain in detail on this channel the bigger picture. For those of you who went over to the other platform, you see what I'm talking about. All right? If you watch the videos that I showed you, you got to understand that there's something bigger happening, and you definitely want money outside of the system. All right? So that money should be gold and silver. That's the only thing that's actually really money. So when you go to buy yours, make sure you go over to Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. And you guys know I do have this other platform. I opened it up for the day yesterday and gave people a chance to go check out a few videos from this particular category. And of course, I was expecting the comments that I got. I told you guys it was important to go see those. I'm going to be posting most of those up there, a lot more of those. And we're actually reaching out to them to talk to them in interviews. All right? Look, it's $3 a month, you guys. $3, all access. You can afford $3, go check out those videos. It's really super important. Also, don't forget to go support our friends over there at Wall Street Silver. They have both a YouTube channel as well as a Reddit page. The links for them are down below. Share the love. This should not surprise anybody. This true central bank digital currencies probably won't be launched till around, I believe, January 2023. They were supposed to be launched January 2020, but or 2021, but a specific person got into the White House and kind of put a damper on things. I'm talking about 45. But now all of a sudden there's a rush going on, and there's a reason for the rush. And to try to push everybody into digital currencies. That's because they're getting restless. Protests everywhere shows you that people don't want to be locked down much longer. And because of that, they're going to start quickly as possible rushing everybody into the 100% digital currency so they can now control your money, and you will do what they want you to do. The Bitcoin revolution. So whoever Rishi Sunak plans to replace our cash with official digital currency in the biggest upheaval in the monetary system for centuries. I want you guys to think about this over there. If you go along with this, no matter what, you're stuck. You're at their mercy. If we see what's going on due to the Rona and how they're acting, what's going to happen when they have 100% control of your currency? So all of a sudden, there's this mad rush to push everybody over there into these currencies. And again, there's a reason for it. So thanks there. Now, I hope I said this right. Is it Gareth? Gareth Dent, right. So Gareth, I appreciate that. You guys know we got our own Facebook group. It's free to join. The links are down below in the description. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So come on over here and join us. So let's take a look here, refresh. Yeah, cryptocurrencies are still going. I said once Elon Musk and start talking about it, don't be surprised if you don't see a pump. And we're talking about a big jump here for Bitcoin over the last few days. It was, I think, right around or just under 30,000, and it's now above 40. So congrats to them, but I'm out 100%. Again, there's a reason why. So the 52-week average, there goes Bitcoin is above it. Ethereum is at it. XRP, where you at? Oh, not moving very much. But they will. So, Dogecoin, you can see right here. This is the 52-week average. This is what I'm looking at. Again, Bitcoin above 50%. Ethereum at about 50%. Cardano at about 50%. Hex, man, it's been crazy. It's been up and down big time. Polkadot, once again, heading towards their highs. So, they're looking good. What's up with your coin, Lisa? All right, so anyways, look, I have my own reasons for not being in cryptocurrencies, but, again, I believe people should be diversified. And is there going to be a run in which you could jump on again? Yeah, it's going to happen. It's happening now, okay? But I'm paying attention to what's going on in those central bank digital coins. I'm also paying attention to all the other crap that's going on that they're keeping us distracted from. I'm listening to what's happening in the news all around the world. I don't like what I see. I'm open to talk about it freely on the other platform, but just not here. So gold above 1800, still lingering around the same thing. And you're going to start to see silver recover. And the reason for that is we're at the end of the contracts, I believe, for delivery. And so, whatever their excuse was for smacking the price down a good whopping, was that 53 cents the other day? So it's recovering nicely. It's going to continue to go up, in my opinion. Don't be surprised if it don't go and reach the $27 mark here finally within the next few days. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, but I feel good. Everything's going in a positive direction. You have to ask yourself, why? I know why gold and silver would. I get an idea why crypto would. But you guys got to be careful out there is all I'm saying. What you invest in is up to you. The Fed issued digital dollar could print money for the people. I want you to think about what they're saying. What is the difference between the central bank digital dollar and the fiat dollar? I get it. The fiat dollar is physical paper. But when they say they're printing money, do you think they're actually in there printing $22 trillion, $24, $26 trillion? No, it's impossible. That amount of paper would fill up football stadiums. No, it's just digital. They don't print anything. As a matter of fact, I think now they're printing less than 3% of what they claim to be going out. But now they're trying to tell us, hey, guess what, people? You want universal basic income? You're going to have to go to the digital currency. And we're allowed to print as much of it as we want. Is that what you guys want as far as confidence in the currency? Now, more and more informed observers are asking why, after 13 years of the Federal Reserve's increasingly aggressive monetary interventions, the benefits remain so skewed towards Wall Street over Main Street. Yes, they've been making them as wealthy as possible. That's because you guys got to pay attention to what's going on over there in, what is that, Sun Valley? The answer is simple. Follow the money. Using its traditional tools, the Fed pumps money into the financial system, hoping it will make its way onto the broader economy. But the Fed can't control where the money goes or who financial institutions decide to lend. And clearly, the primary beneficiaries have been investors and the ultra-rich. So here they go. They're going to try to pitch this to you as, hey, you're savior. This is going to make things equal. Here it comes. Fortunately, new technology in the form of a central bank digital currency provides a mechanism for the Federal Reserve to distribute cash directly to the working families. This would be a profound shift in the way the Fed has traditionally responded to economic crisis, largely bypassing the financial system and channeling increasing the money supply to the people who need it the most. So, explain to me what is going to change. They're trying to give you the impression that something's changed. It's not. So whether you get it in digital currency form or whether you get it in a check, tell me how it is that it changes anything that they just mentioned above. See, they start off with we know this is going on, the little people are hurting, and the rich, the evil people are benefiting from it. But wait, there's a savior. Here it is. You get digital currency, and you're like, so what's changed? The only thing is, we get it in digital form. What's the difference between that and a check? Nothing. Word magic. That's what I'm talking about. There's no difference. They want to give you the impression. They go, well, at least it's getting you a little bit quicker. It doesn't make a difference. Once you're 100% digital currency, they control everything. 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 Do we forget already, shall we? Where'd you go, big guy? Come on, help me talk to him again. Oh, here you go. Let's remind everybody.
Our analysis on CBDC, in particular for the use of general use, we tend to establish the equivalence with cash, and there is a huge difference there. For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today.
Because it's none of your business who's using the $100 bill today, nor the 1,000 pesos. It's not your business. It's not your business at all what the hell is going on with it and what they're doing with it. But again, listen closely to how happy they are about the new digital currency coming out and their abilities to do what they're going to do with it.
Is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability.
They will have absolute control.
And also, we will have the technology to enforce that.
So they have the absolute power to create the policies and procedures that they want, and they now have the mechanisms to enforce it. So everybody rush out to embrace this. No. Raise holy hell. You want to get even with the banks? Take that crap out now. Take your money out. Cryptocurrencies are funny money that mirrors Wall Street abuse, says Senator Banking Chairman. Yeah, well, we know that. Once we seen JP Morgan and the Goldman Sachs get in there, and and now they're selling puts and shorts, and yeah, that's what you want. Seriously. So what is he saying? Senior Democrats on Congress again to telegraph their skepticism of cryptocurrencies and digital asset technology on Tuesday. So it's not that their skepticism is towards cryptocurrencies. Well, it is. This is their way of saying, well, we'll embrace it if we can control it. Everything else outside of it, and that means all these right here, everything else that's outside of it, they don't trust. A cottage industry of decentralized financial schemes has also cropped up alongside these alternative financial products in these hopes of creating a parallel financial system with no rules, no oversight, and no limits. They claim to enable transparency. Their backers talk about the demonetization of banking, but there's nothing democratic or transparent about shady, diffused network of online funny money. No, it's something you can't control, not 100% yet, but they will. So you can see already politicians making excuses and dropping hints. You can see countries over in China and elsewhere, Malaysia, doing away with mining the cryptocurrencies and doing away with them altogether. They're not going to allow anything to compete with their version of the digital currency. Again, I can't stress this enough. I support the whole premise behind the reason for cryptocurrencies. What we were told they were supposed to do. I think it's important that Bitcoin and Ethereum partnered up with gold and silver to protect one another. But the reality that happened is not going to happen. And if you pay attention to what's going on that platform, if they're willing to go to that extinct or to that level to cover that up, what do you think is going to happen with cryptocurrencies? EU proposes law to ensure full traceability of crypto transfers, ban anonymous wallets. Long time ago, I told everybody, man, everything about cryptocurrencies I like, but how long until the government gets involved and changes the entire thing? No more peer-to-peer total anonymity. Here you go. Power outages, done. Governments outlawing them, happening. Hackers, good. Take your things off, even if you take them off the internet. Even if you have it on a private ledger, like a nano ledger. As soon as you plug it in, you get zapped. Cryptocurrencies are subject to bail-ins. Yes. Gold is outside of the system. So now they want, and we already know that our government here in the United States, we already know this. We know for a fact that the feds are demanding the info on everybody's wallets. There's no more anonymity. They want to know who owns the crypto wallet. So it's, you know what I mean? Again, it's a bad situation. So, again, here's an example of a billion. So this is from Canada because they're talking about it, you guys. But I want to bring something to your attention. I think it's very, very, watch how they play with the words. So they're giving you examples of what the bail-ins are. It tells you how it works. ABC Bank, balance sheets. Okay, so all of a sudden in the market something happens and the banks get hit hard. So instead of doing bailouts where taxpayers pay for the money, they do what's called a bail-in. They absorb all of your assets. Stocks, bonds, ETFs, cryptocurrencies, you name it. They take it all. In the name of saving the bank. You don't even get any say-so whatsoever. So I think it's interesting because it explains in here how it breaks it down. And we'll get over all this. We'll get past this. You guys already know how it works. Here's again how stocks are not even safe. Because it says in here, stockholders in the bank are absorbed in here. They absorb all of the liability. So it keeps going in here, and then I saw this. I thought, wow, liabilities that are not eligible for bail-in conversion, including deposits. And I thought, well, maybe Canada's different. Remain unchanged as they are insulated from losses by the scope of the bail-in regime. Sounds good. You're like, well, wait a minute. Sweet. My deposits, my checking accounts, my savings accounts, those are exempt. No. Pay attention to the wording. Initially, they take everything. Everything. What they're saying is happening to the checking and savings accounts are that you're protected by the CDIC. Would assume temporary ownership of the DSIBs through a share E-FRIP, meaning that the outstanding shares of pre-existing shareholders would be transferred to the CDIC. The CDIC would assume temporary ownership of the DSIBs through the share. In an actual failure scenario, the CDIC would be preparing a valuation of the balance sheets, blah, 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 the validity, the determinative size of the actual and expected future losses, okay? It says in here that once you lose up above, it says once your shares are taken, you have no say-so. They're lost. You can't regain them. So when they take your shares and absorb them in here, right here, look at this. By operation of the law, all common shares, equity of ABC Bank are automatically transferred to the CDIC, and pre-existing common shareholders no longer own their common shares or have any rights or entitlements to the shares. They are the first to suffer losses in keeping with the creditor hierarchy. So if you own shares in a bank, they take them from you. Now again, this is just for Canada, but it's pretty much the same everywhere. So what they're trying to say here is, hey, at least you are exempt. Savings and checking account, you're exempt. They're not being honest. Okay? It still gets taken. What they're trying to tell you is that you're covered by the CDIC. So when you go to the CDIC website, it talks about here, what is a bail-in? It says, I have money in my checking and savings account. Would CDIC use any of these personal deposits to fund a bail-in conversion? It's a good question. It's right here. No, deposits and checking and savings accounts are excluded from bail-ins. This means that deposits in checking accounts and saving accounts and term deposits such as the GIC would remain protected by the CDIC. The Bellin regime would not have impact on deposits insurance. See what it did there? Did you just see the wording? Some of you might have caught it. Some of you might not have. It tells you up here your deposits and your checkings and savings accounts are safe. You're safe from the Bellins. You say, good. You come down here, it says the Bellin regime would have no impact on deposit insurance. So what they're saying is, hey, don't worry about it. You're covered by the insurance. So they take your money in the beginning, but they tell you you're covered by the insurance. Sounds good. You're like, yeah. Sweet. Maybe. Here's the CDIC. What is covered? Savings and checkings accounts, guaranteed investment certificates, and other deposits. Foreign currencies, good. What is not covered? Mutual funds, stocks, bonds, exchange transferred or exchange traded funds, ETFs, or cryptocurrencies. But look at this nifty little chart that they give you. Here's how much you're covered. You're 100,000. Even if it's a joint account, you only get 100,000. Your savings and trust is covered up to 100,000. Your tax-free account is covered up to 100,000. Your retirement up to 100,000. Your retirement income up to 100,000. Your property tax up to 100,000. What about everything above that 100,000? Gone. Just like over there in Cyprus. They were covered as well. But this lady had $6 million in her bank account. They took it all and said, don't worry about it. You're covered by her insurance. It was $150,000 out of $6 million she got back. And then they taxed the people 6%. Man, the audacity. So sure, in other words, what they're trying to assure you is that, no, we're not going to take all your money. It's word magic. They're playing with words. We will not take all your money. You're like, good. I like to hear that. Good. We'll give you some of it back. If it's over 100,000, you're screwed. And the Bellins do take cryptocurrencies, as well as ETFs, mutual funds, stocks, and bonds. You're covered up to $100,000 on everything else. So that's good for most people who go like, well, I don't have that much, so I don't care anyways. Right, that's a good thing. I'm talking about those individuals who have a lot more than that, okay? There's a lot going on everywhere. It's pretty crazy, but I would not trust being covered. I would not trust my money in the banks, even if they have the CDIC. Anyways, to leave on a positive note, I saw this and I thought I would share it with you because it's kind of funny. So if you guys want to laugh a little instead of everything always being so doomy and gloomy, see, some people are entrepreneurs. Panure. There's a play on words. Listen to this lady who's making money, yes, off turds.
Mary Winchenbach runs HempWorx. It's art made from the stuff that moose leave behind.
Everyone takes a crap. Everyone goes to the bathroom, so everyone can relate to that. And the terms that I use to name these products are everyday terms that, people are used to hearing and stuff. So it just kind of, you just try to, combine the two to come up with something halfway decent that's funny, For example, the first thing that we make now, instead of a cuckoo clock, see, this is a poo-poo clock. And what we did see is we took them turds and we crammed them in between the number there, so that's 132, 33, 30.
That's just one of many products she offers.
Now over here we make fecal people. And depending upon the shape of them middle turds right there, we can do them with big boobs or guts or butts or long legs or short legs. See, because there's no two turds that are ever alike. You ever seen a turd, the two turds alike? No.
Mary says half the battle is getting her product, but to do that, she doesn't have to travel far.
The turds are all local. We just go out and track the moose, and wherever the moose are, they're going to take a crap. And I have found that when a moose takes a dump, you walk about 50 yards in any direction, and they take another dump.
That's good. Yes. We laugh at this, and you're like, ooh, but she's selling this stuff, man. That is slick. Some people don't mind doing the dirty work or the turdy work. And this is, she's making a living off this. So you can laugh at it all you want. But that is pretty slick. Turdy works. All right? Oh. She comes over here. She goes, even when you buy stuff, we handle all the shipments. Oh my God. I just thought I would share that with you. Look, you guys, just be safe. There's a lot going on. You got to look at you and yours for now. You can't, we all want to save the world, but you got to start at home first. Protect yourself. Again, 6 months worth of money plus 10%. If you could do more, by all means. Have your stuff out of the bank and into gold and silver. You keep procrastinating thinking your IRAs or your 401ks are safe. They're not. Everything I have is converted into precious metals. When I need it, for whatever reason, money, I go down and I sell a couple to get what I need to get. That's it. But other than that, I don't like what's going on. I don't trust what's going on. I'm just saying to you, just be a little bit on the safe side. We definitely need to fight this tooth and nail. They're going to just push you into it. They're just going to say you don't have a choice. You do have a choice. You always have a choice. When you conform, you can't say you don't like it and conform and then expect changes. Be a non-conformant. Fight back, okay? All right, you guys, that's it for now. Let me know what you think. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.